Wanted to just share some information on the cabinet, what I'm using to paint it. It is a very, very close match. So you can see that I have the wood grain all masked off here and here. And I prepared the surface here. There was actually some veneer missing right here. And I used some of this plastic wood to fill that. And it's pretty cool. It's pink when you apply it. When it dries, it turns clear. So I applied that, sanded it, made sure it matched. And then I sanded the rest of the cabinet here, including where all these paint chips were, and of course the rest of all this, and got it smooth. I did my first coat, which is a paint and a primer, and it's Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch, and the color is Satin Espresso, and it's fast drying, and I'm going to have to do probably 2 or 3 coats on this thing, and make sure I get that right. And of course you don't take the can and go like that. You do short little spurts like that and just get it covered. After that's all done, if I have to do a light sanding, I'll do that with like a 800 grit paper or 1000. And then the final coat is going to be this Rust-Oleum matte finish, which is a clear protective coat. And it'll take some of the shine off here, because there is currently a shine on this thing, which isn't true to the piece. So we're not going to leave a shine on it. But, you know, you could see that it's already looking 100% better just by that. So that's the plan. So if you're looking to do one of these and you want to restore it, that's the paint right there. Okay, and that's the finish. Okay, I'll be back with some progress. All right, I've got 3 coats of the paint on here, and you can see this thing looks really, really good. All right, nice and smooth. I'm going to let this cure overnight. And I don't think I'm going to put any clear coat on it. I'm just going to leave it the way it is because I like it. It's pretty cool. Is that focused? I'm not sure what happened there. But that's it. So next slide we do is the other side tomorrow. We're going to flip it over after this cures. I'm going to cover that in paper so I protect it. Flip it over, do the other side. We're getting there. Well, we got the other side done today. So I've got, this is the side I showed you before. And this side's done. I'm going to give this one more coat. And let's flip this around and I'll show you what it looks like. So here's roughly what we're looking at the front. I'm not sure I'm crazy about this brown. I think there's a different shade of this spray paint called walnut. I've got espresso. I'm going to go look for that, and I may do one more coat of walnut if I can find it, because I think this has to be a little bit darker. And I can look at that by looking at, you're not going to see it on the camera, this is just a tad darker than this. But this finish is smooth as glass, and this is going to look real nice. So I'll come back and show you. Be back. So I have a few things to show you. The grill cloth came in today, and not exactly what I thought it was, but I like it. If you look at the original cloth that was on here, it's a much wider pattern than this. I'm okay with that. I like this. One side is relatively shiny, one side is subdued. I have to figure out which way I'm going to use it. So I like that. That's going to look nice. I also got a service manual. That's really cool. $7 for this. And it's the entire service manual for the unit. It tells you how to adjust the turntable. It tells you how to do a bunch of other stuff. It also tells you about the different revisions of the model that happened. So so I have this. So if any of you are restoring one of these things and need information, let me know. And then lastly, I did get some decals in case I decide that I want to redo this part here, and I'll show you what the decals look like. Let's get that open. There you go. These are just water slide decals. No big deal. And again, this is for the control panel part, which sits right in here. So we'll see what happens there. So looking good so far. I'm still pondering what I need to do with this paint. I think I'm going to get a can of walnut and do one final coat in walnut. The espresso is nice, but it's just a little light. I would prefer something just a little bit darker. So I think the final coat will be with walnut. That'll be this weekend. I'll let you know how that goes. I'll be back. Alright everybody, I made a decision and I changed the color to this dark walnut instead of the espresso that I showed you earlier. So I've repainted it now with dark walnut, and I want to show you something else. This area here, which is basically a stick-on veneer, I think, was pretty bad. And I haven't done this one yet. You can see that there's pretty bad spots here. So Gary recommended that I use Bry Wax. Right, this is dark brown, and I actually did that on here, and it actually covered up most of the problems. Really, really did a nice job. So I mean, it's not perfect; it never will be, but really, really did a nice job. So so I've got this nice dark brown, all painted, ready to go. All that's really left is fixing this faceplate, and I'm going to mask all this off, paint this, and put on new decals, and this thing will be good to go. Then I'll use the Bry Wax on this veneer all the way around, and we're all set. So we're really, really close. Then I'll put in the new grill cloth, and we're golden. That'll be in the next video though. Thanks for watching.